Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to progress some body weight strengthening, okay? All we're going to do is learn how to use our body's own weight to progress our strength. I like to start here with any kind of strengthening because if we can't control our own body's weight, we can't control extra weight added to us. So there's no sense in loading a whole bunch of weight onto your squat if you were not doing a good squat to begin with, right? So we're going to talk about progressing into weightlifting eventually. And so I want you guys to really practice some of these basic lifts without any body weight or without any added weight. We're just going to use our body weight. So today, I want you guys to practice your squat, okay? So what we're going to do is what we'll call an air squat because we don't have anything added to this. All we're going to do is bring our feet about hip width apart, okay? We're going to toe up just a hair. We're not going to try to lock our knees in too much because we want to have a little bit of movement here. And all I want you to do there is take your thumbs, touch your shoulders, and continue to look at me as you squat down, touching your elbows to your knees, and then back up, okay? We'll do that again. So squat down, touch knees to your elbows, and then back up. I'm going to show you from the side what that might look like, is that as we sit back, do you see my knees aren't going too far forward, I'm not dumping my body forward with my butt in the air, but I'm going to keep my body nice and upright as I squat, and then come out with it. Good? So I want you to try practicing that 10 times every day, okay? So that we build up that endurance, we build up that practice. So I just gave you the cue of thumbs at your shoulders. Now I want you to go ahead and think of crossing your arms across your chest. You're going to just touch each shoulder here. Again, we're going to widen that stance just a little bit, shoulder width, toeing out. We're going to go down into that squat. I want to keep those elbows high, okay? This is just going to challenge my resistance because I have to lift my spine in order to stay up. So I'm using all my core or back muscles there. I'm going to do that another 3 times. It's getting hot out here. Good. Good. And now we're going to progress this one more time. So a lot of that was lifting our chest and strengthening all of those shoulders and back muscles. Now what we're going to do is add a little bit more core, a little bit more spine mobility, a little bit more latissimus dorsi mobility. We're going to go into the deep squat overhead reach. Now this one you guys are going to score, okay? So what I want you to do here is keep your arms straight up overhead. Toes are facing out just a hair, a little wider than hip distance apart. You're going to squat down as far as you can go, remaining upright, and then come back up out of it, okay? So your score on that is, can you do it or can't you do it, okay? And what I mean by can or can't you do it is, can you squat all the way down past your knees and stay upright? So for example, I'm facing this pot right now. I can still look at that pot and not hit that pot because I have enough mobility or strength to get through that motion. So if we start to say I did not do that well, or maybe a fail for now, is that we are going to see something like I can only go this far, I have to lean forward, or I'm up here but I can't go any further, or if you have to go onto your toes in order to get that. If you're on your toes, that means that your calf muscles are a little bit too tight, maybe your hip muscles are too tight, maybe your knees. So we're trying to be able to see what your limits are. So your homework on this one is to let me know what you saw as your error or the most prominent thing during your steep squat overhead reach. Is it the forward lean? Is it I didn't get down very far? I couldn't get past my knees? Or is it I had to go onto my toes? Or all of the above? Nothing's wrong. We just get a chance to work on those things as we go. We're going to come back to our foam roller a little bit later to see how we can clean some of those things up with our body mobility. And we'll see how those things change as you also work on your squats. So homework for you guys is to work on your air squats. So I started with a little thumb, might do 5 of those. Go ahead and do an arms crossed, keeping elbows high, another 5 of those. And then go ahead and do arms overhead and do 5 of those. I said earlier 10 a day, but we threw in 3 things there. So I'd like to see you guys be able to try some of those activities to get your basic squat down. Now the basic squat then leads into a basic deadlift. So if we're doing our basic deadlift from the floor, now we're able to keep that good posture, whether we do a switch hand grip, but the squat is our basic lead into those other items. And also we'll get into some overhead or some other barbell lifting as we go, to weight, to not to weight. But today, this week, you guys are starting with body weight because you have enough to work on there, and you guys are totally going to feel that one. Look forward to progressing this into some other strengthening body weight exercises and hearing about your scores on your deep squat overhead reach. See you next time, and looking forward to it.